Welcome to the cause. Today I'm going to do reaction on Stairway to Heaven, performed by Heart at the Kennedy Center. It's supposed to be a cover, a Led Zeppelin cover by Heart. I never heard a Heart song in my life. I know they're a rock and roll band, and I know that they're like a female rock and roll band, if I'm not mistaken. That's the only thing that I really know about them. Period. 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 I'm not the person to come to in regard to rock and roll, unless you're talking about Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin. And if you're talking about alternative rock, Linkin Park, Stain, if Stain is considered as being alternative rock. But outside of that, I know nothing about rock and roll. I was more often to rap, R&B, pop because of Michael Jackson, and things of that sort. Gospel, really, because I grew up in the church, My mother's an evangelist. However, I've said in the past that no one can do Stairway to Heaven like Led Zeppelin. I don't even think that it can even be touched, especially the studio version. I think it's the most well put together song ever to be created. Period. Hands down. To me, my personal opinion. No other song is more put together than that. The build up, the lyrical composition, musical composition, the sheer energy that is put into that song is unmatched. Period. Period, man. John Bonham, rest in peace, on the drums was like a Tommy gun being blazed by the Italian mafia back in the 50s, bro. Or 60s, whenever they had the Tommy gun. He was going completely berserk. Like, what else can you say about that, man? Then you had Jimmy Page on the strings, like in some type of trance, in a gale of whirlwind, just going crazy, man. You had JPJ, John Paul Jones, on the bass, thumping. And then you had Robert Plant with the vocals. The oscillation, the absolute ability to change the octave of his voice and to sing without straining. Listen, some things in life you should leave alone. Stairway to Heaven happens to be one of those things. But hey, I could be wrong. Heart could do something that I think is impossible, They can get back into that DeLorean with Doc and Marty and go back in time. But as for right now, Led Zeppelin, they're the Karate Kid. They're the best around. No one's ever gonna keep them down. They're the best around. Stairway to Heaven is. That song right there. And the Rain song too. Beautiful compositions, man, they put together, man. Like, I'm being serious, man. However, I'm not going to draw out this introduction. I just wanted to give Heart their just due through me saying that I'm going to give them a chance to do the cover of Stairway to Heaven on this channel. I've heard a lot about Heart, and I'm not taking anything from them, okay? I'm not putting them down. I'm just saying that Stairway to Heaven is a classic. Period. Period. I heard in the comment section that Stairway to Heaven was 10 years number one. Played on the radio. 10 years straight. Like, bro, that says it all. 10 years straight. A 10-year run. Crazy, man. Crazy. However, before I get into the song, I want to give a huge shout out to all my subscribers. You guys are the absolute best. And I mean it. No question about it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. But without further ado, let's get into Stairway to Heaven, performed by Heart at the Kennedy Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, the son of John Bonham, Jason Bonham. Ladies and gentlemen, from Heart, Ann and Nancy Wilson.
sisters is gone, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In the tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. Makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I see rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Your head is humming and it won't go, because you don't know. Your heart is coming to join you. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? Maybe you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind. And she's buying a Stairway to Heaven.
Wow. Someone said it's kind of hard to like eat crow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But sometimes we must eat it so we can be humble. It's like when your parents put soap in your mouth. You know what I mean? I must humbly admit that they killed that. Period. Wow. Wow. The only thing that I would say is that Jimmy Page can't be touched. I mean, the guitarist, the electric guitarist and the acoustic guitar, they try to meet it, but no. Jimmy Page is on a different level, you know what I'm saying? However, I mean, the choir that came in after the guitar solo was superb. Like, yo, as we wandered down the road, our shadows taller than our souls. There walks a lady we all know, who shines white light and want to show that everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very close, it will come to you at last. To be a rock and not to roll. Come on, man. Yo, the most cryptic, incredibly put together lyrics in secular music that you can find out there, period. Tell me something that even comes close to that. Tell me something that comes close to it. Like, what are you talking about, man? Bro, the choir was exquisite, man. And Hart, the lead singer, whatever her name is like, wow. I was stunned, I was truthfully stunned by it. Robert Plant cannot be replicated in the sense to whereas you can do it exactly like him. I don't know what he was doing with his voice to make it sound the way it did. However, the help with the choir after the guitar solo was absolutely incredible, man. It was powerful. It was like crazy, almost like cathedral-like. Like a cathedral-like presentation, man. It was absolutely opera-like. It was crazy, man. And whoever was doing the percussion rolls, whoa. Yo. He was killing the drums, bro. Like, man, listen, man. You know what? I'm not mad at myself for doing this cover, Stairway to Heaven. It was quite the experience. You know what I mean? And it wasn't a bad one. You know what I mean? They did justice to the song. It wasn't Led Zeppelin, especially the audio version. It wasn't that, but they did it justice. You know what I mean? They did their thing. Hart did their thing. For real, those girls did their thing with the choir and the band section and all that. That was superb. I'm telling you that right now, man. Wow. They came out there like two Japanese samurai princess warriors. Killing it, for real, killing it. And whoever was playing the acoustic guitar, whatever her name is, she did her thing. You know what I'm saying? She did her thing. Like, maybe I have to look into some Heart songs. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I never heard one of the songs, period. I know I never heard a Heart song before. And if I did, I must have been like, I don't know what. I don't even know how to explain that part right there because I have no recollection of hearing a female rock group ever when I was young, middle-aged, and My age as of right now, 45. Never heard a Heart song, so I might check out Heart. She surprised me. The lead singer surprised me. Surprised me. Period. She was like an oracle or something, man. Daphne. Listen, I'm not going to get off into that Roman mythology, I think that is, or Greek mythology. I'm not going to get off into that and start saying things like that. But she did her thing. She was able to do her thing. However, I'm not going to ramble on and on, rant and rave and all that other stuff. I'm going to have to say, cut, time out, time's up. Wow. What did they call female gangsters? Mollies or something like that? They're Mollies. They're out there doing their thing. Woo-wee. I'll tell you that right now. Wow, just powerhouses out there. However, before I do my outro, I want to say that I send all of my prayers out to those that are fighting in this war, which I do not see as being just. I do not see it as being just. I don't know what your political views are, but I do not see this war as being just. And I pray for those that are being victimized by it, that are being slaughtered, killed, murdered, whatever word you want to use. Those that do not want to take part in it, but they have to because of the oaths they take and the vows they have taken. My prayers go out to all the families that have lost someone. And I hope, solicit, and petition love, grace, and tranquility upon all my viewers. To all my subscribers, you guys are the very best. And to those who are not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate your subscription. Leave a comment below, leave a like, share this video. And until next time, deuces.